I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this video, and I'm well aware of it. Also, I'm sure there are gonna be some people out there who are like, meh, it's a year out of date. Well, you know, tough, because I only just thought of it. But just to be clear, I'm not playing favourites here. I don't give a crap about American politics, although House of Cards was brilliant. Particularly the last season, I thought, actually. She was very good. Can we still like House of Cards with the whole Kevin Spacey thing? I'm not sure. And before some people get upset, I love America. Love it. Love Americans. In fact, my best friend's brother's nephew's horse was American. So this is a trigger warning. Do not watch this video if you feel that you may be triggered by any of the content. Don't watch it. Just click next. Don't want you here. Up first, Joseph Robinette Biden. It's a very unusual middle name. He's the current president of the United States and the 46th. You can see I know my American history, can't you? Let's just cut straight to the chase here. This guy's 78 years old. Does he look good for 78? He's been part of the political scene for an awfully long time. First elected to the Senate in 1972, and he was further re-elected another 6 times. That's a lot of politics for anyone. Sounds like it's kind of a tough job being the president. As you can see some of the photos here from people who have been the president before and after. I'm sure I'm not the first person to mention how good looking he was when he was younger. Joe Biden at 25 is a stunner. Look at those jeans. However, it looks like he's had a particularly hard paper round between 25 and 30, as you can see from this photo. It's a stressful job, guys. It's a stressful job. You know what they say about politicians? They don't age well? No, but seriously, it's only 5 years here and it looks like he's aged about 10 years, so something must have gone on there. Joe Biden has never admitted to having any cosmetic surgery, although he has had brain surgery twice for 2 aneurysms. And it does look like he's had his teeth done, but they were actually pretty good before. I guess that's pretty standard, isn't it, for the States? It's not like in the UK where the politicians are like... Some other doctors have said that he's had a facelift and maybe Botox injections and a hair transplant. I mean, you know, I think he looks really good for 78. Like, what do you want? He's 78. His jawline does look suspiciously good though, doesn't it? Jawline. To be honest, I'd be very happy with a jawline like that. Last year, Donald Trump rather comically attacked Joe Biden for wearing a mask, saying, I mean, honestly, what the hell did he spend all that money on the plastic surgery for if he is going to cover it up? So Donald Trump is basically saying that Joe Biden had cosmetic surgery. But there is some hypocrisy here, as I will expand upon. So, in 1990, Donald Trump's ex-wife, Ivana Trump, in his deposition, gave a whole nice long list of different plastic surgery procedures that he had allegedly had done. The thing that irked the former president the most was the scalp reduction surgery that he received. This is not such a popular treatment now, but basically involves cutting away the bald spot in the scalp and then stitching it together. Hair transplants have become much more of a thing now, so it's not really done because the procedure can be extremely painful. According to Vanity Fair, Ivana Trump said under oath that her husband flew into a fit of rage due to the pain and displeasure with the scalp reduction surgery. The tightened scalp can cause headaches and swelling. Interestingly, the man who performed the procedure was Dr. Stephen Hoflin, who is famous for treating Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor, and Joan Rivers. In addition to this, the same doctor also performed liposuction on the chin and the waist of Donald Trump. Let's be a bit more chronological about this. This is Donald Trump aged 18. I don't know, he's got a touch of the Kevin McAllister about him. I don't think there's anything super obvious here. I think the main thing is going to be the neck. Let's just take a look at that. Obviously there's quite a significant difference here, so you could speculate that this is down to having liposuction. Unfortunately, with the ravages of time, the area does become fatty and the skin does descend, so it doesn't stay like that forever even if you have liposuction. One of the most important things we should talk about is the evolution of his hair. He's obviously gone through several colour changes there and style changes, but I do think he's had some kind of surgical procedure performed to the scalp. This could be the one mentioned in the deposition, or it could be something different. I mean, this video does look quite suspicious. Maybe he should have worn a hat for that. Well, you live and learn, right? Speaking of hair colour, he's obviously gone through some skin colour changes as well over the years. And I think we've all been in that mahogany 2005 Saint Tropez vibe. I know I have. So we've spoken about what I think they've had done in the past. How about we talk about what I would do for them? Well, to be honest, I think Donald Trump is really a surgical candidate. So nothing that I do non-surgically is really going to have a big impact on his neck and his lower face. And this is something that I see in patients a lot. You know, they'll come in and maybe they'll have a little bit too much laxity and heaviness in the lower face, but it's really to make a meaningful impact non-surgically. So in that case, I recommend the patient to have surgery. One thing that I think might work really well for him is maybe having a look at his hormone and nutrient levels, maybe working with a nutritionist. I don't know if that's something that he's doing now. Kind of feels to me like maybe not, but he could consider some testosterone supplementation to decrease his cardiovascular risk if that's something that he's not already doing, in conjunction with these dietary and exercise changes. President Biden's a little bit easier because his jawline is already really good. Maybe that is through prior surgery, whatever, it doesn't matter. He's got a good jawline. I'd work on improving the skin quality and texture. If you have a look at this photo here, you can see that across the forehead in particular, we've got these changes which are most likely due to sun damage. Some of these will be reversible. He really needs to go and see a dermatologist to make sure that these don't transform into something nasty. Once this has been successfully treated, he could then look at doing other treatments which are more for the skin quality and surface texture. So he could perhaps think about doing something like laser or some chemical peels, or maybe even just improving his skincare routine. And again, for Biden, because he is slim and his face looks slim, you can see the small fine lines around the eye. It's actually easier to treat him than it is to treat Trump. He could do something like a Hydra Booster in this area, in the crow's feet area. He could do Synacos. You could do Nucleophil Soft there. These are all great treatments which are applied a little bit like mesotherapy. Since hair loss is an issue for both of these gentlemen, they could consider non-surgical options for improving the hair growth, which is something that I'm sure they're both doing already, but you guys have probably heard of minoxidil and finasteride. Minoxidil is a topical formula which prevents shed of hair. Finasteride is an oral tablet that you take, but interestingly, they are not equally effective throughout the population. So there'll be a percentage of people for whom minoxidil doesn't work and vice versa for finasteride. There's something called a Tricher test that you could do, which looks at your genes to see which treatments are going to be suitable for you, so that you're not taking tablets that say aren't working for you, or you know, you're spending money on something that is ineffective. Other options might be to use an LED hair cap, which encourages hair growth. You could also consider mesotherapy or PRP. And we have made a video about hair loss and a separate one about the Tricher test. Here are some links. And if you're interested in increasing testosterone levels, check this video out. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you haven't made a comment so far and you've got to the end of the video, well done. But please do leave a comment if you would like to in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Can we still like House of Cards with the whole Kevin Spacey thing? I'm not sure. Can we? Just saying it's a shame to like, you know, cancel a whole series just because of him. You know, there were other actors in it as well. Okay, so he was the main one. Anyway, right.